Welcome, guys, to the Pro Football Challenge Pick'em Show. Sam and I are going to break down those Week 4 picks for you. We know you're all excited to play the Pro Football Challenge with us this year, so we're going to give you an insider look at what we've picked for this week. Right, Sam?
Right. They're calling us the experts, and if anybody saw my record last week, clearly that's not the case, but,
listen.
We're the sports people. Let's throw our opinions out there.
Exactly. Let's do exactly that. So let's get right into it, starting with that Thursday night game, which is Jacksonville and Cincinnati. Sam, I'm going to say right off the bat here, I don't have faith in the Jaguars this season. I think they could have a really, really bad year. I think they could go 0-4 this week. Cincinnati, really surprising this season.
I love that connection of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase last week. They're really starting to get that chemistry. And that Cincinnati defense, they're giving Pittsburgh all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
And Roethlisberger looked really
Only
rough
allowing
this past
18
week.
points per game, that defense. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So
I'm going Cincinnati. I know you said Cincinnati. That's my pick. Your pick. We're on the same page there.
Yeah, I'm going Cincinnati all the way there. And obviously our viewers are picking them to 97% versus 3%.
Not much faith in the hometown, the home state team of Jacksonville.
Not much faith in Urban Meyer either. So.
Not much.
All right, let's go on to the next matchup. Tennessee at the New York Jets. I'm going to also say this is a pretty easy one for me, Sam, with the Titans. I'm going to go with the viewers on this one. They've had a really awesome season this year. I think they're starting off really, really strong. And, man, I hope Derrick Henry can ball out this time.
I'm with you. I'm going to go with the Titans. But also, watch out. At some point this season, that rookie quarterback, he's going to start clicking a little bit. But I don't think it's in this game.
Not this one.
Going to go with Tennessee as well.
Not this one. I don't think it's going to happen right now. All right, next matchup, Kansas City and Philadelphia. I didn't mean to pick Philadelphia. Sorry, guys. But I think after seeing what the Eagles did this past Monday night, I'm not going to go for them again. I'm not going to do it again. Not going to do it again.
This is the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career that he has lost in September. Now he's lost 2 straight games. He's not losing 3 straight.
He's not losing 3 straight.
I don't think this one is close. 94% the fans are going with. I'm with Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we're going with the viewers this time, but you guys are smart and know what you're talking about. I agree with you and all. But let's get down into an interesting one here with Carolina and Dallas. I think this one could go either way. I'm leaning towards Dallas, honestly. I'm leaning towards Dallas.
I mean,
because they are the home team. I feel like that's they have that home field advantage, and this one will be close, I think.
That one right there, I want to, disagree with you, but now with Christian McCaffrey going down,
Christian McCaffrey's out.
He is the staple of their offense. When he is on the field, he is the best offensive player at all times. When whoever they're playing, he is an incredible talent. And with him being out this week, they're just going to have such a lack of production there. And I think, the Cowboys, they get it done as well. So right now we're 4 for 4 with each other. And I don't know, we gotta switch that up.
We have to have a different pick at some point. I'm sure it will come, but I agree with you there. Christian McCaffrey being out really does hurt Carolina this week. So I think I got to go with Dallas. The Giants and the Saints matching up. I got to say, I know the Saints, some people said we don't really know what's going on with them this year, but I like Sean Payton. I like Jameis Winston. I like what they're building there with their offense. I think they can take down the Giants. I really do.
Their defensive front is one of the toughest fronts, right now playing. And Daniel Jones, I'm sorry, he is just not a franchise quarterback. I'm sorry to all you Giants fans out there. He is not a franchise quarterback. They're taking him down.
Cleveland, Minnesota. This one could be interesting, I think. I don't know. I'm kind of tossed up. I'm a little tossed up on this one. I think the Browns, I would say I agree with the viewers there, but I kind of want to go with Minnesota in a weird way.
See, I was really hoping that you would take Cleveland.
Okay.
This is I think Cleveland come, November, December, I think they're going to be one of the hottest teams in football later in the year. Starting off, again, Baker Mayfield, he's just had lack of success early on. And every season he's been in the NFL, Minnesota's a good team. And
Minnesota
right now
is a good team.
And right now, their quarterback, he has the 3rd highest passer rating in the NFL right now. He's playing great. Their 1-2 record isn't really indicative of that.
That's why I want to pick them. But okay, I think I'm gonna go with Minnesota. I'm going to go Minnesota.
There we are, staying the same. I was really hoping you'd go with Cleveland.
But I agree with you that you make really good points there. So I agree with you. I'm going to take Minnesota. Going to go against those viewers and pick Minnesota with you. Okay, Detroit and Chicago. Ooh, this one I like what the viewers are doing here, 53% to 47%. I thought more people would go against an 0-3 Lions team that we just really have seen a lot of mistakes from in the first 3 games. So I would honestly say the Bears have it. I'm going to go with the 53%. Viewers
this
pick,
one is a toss-up to me. The Bears, they're favored by 2.5. So
yeah, it's
still
not much.
A close line. Detroit, they've had some problems so far. But honestly, just for the sake of changing things up, I'm going with Detroit. I'm sorry, we can't stay consistent. Detroit is my pick this week.
You're just going against me.
That one is purely, that is not even a heart thing. That is a purely just flip a coin. I'm going with Detroit. It's a conference
on those
game.
flip a coin ones, I do try and go for the home team. There is something about home field advantage for all of these games, and I'm gonna go with the home team on that one. I just don't. I don't want to root against them.
Well, first one that we're going against each other, so we'll see how that one pans out.
That's fine. Houston and Buffalo. This one's an easy one. You and I both said before this was going to be easy. I'm going with Buffalo. We haven't seen much from the Texans this year, and it's just I definitely think that Buffalo has it. So
coming into the season, if there was any time that I was trying to predict somebody's record for the year. Houston was the team that I would take a win away from. And, they did beat Jacksonville week 1. And, they're kind of the toss-up, the worst team in the NFL, maybe, both coming from the AFC South. But, again, Buffalo in a landslide in this one. I don't think this one's even close.
Yeah, Buffalo. Yeah, I definitely think they cover the spread on this one and more. Indianapolis and Miami, I know the Colts are 0-3 right now, but I have to say I'm leaning towards them. Do you feel me?
I 100% feel you. Last week I was saying I can't see the Colts going to 0-3. Last week when they were playing Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
And so I went with the Colts. That didn't pan out for me. This week I truly think they're one of the most well put together teams in the NFL this season. They just haven't quite clicked.
Yeah, they just
have a new quarterback
in
there, and he's hit more than any other quarterback in the NFL in the last 5 seasons. But their defense, I think with that quarterback, mismatch over there in Miami, I'm going to go with Indianapolis.
And that's what I'm saying. Tua's not there. They're still trying to figure things out over in Miami. So I think the Colts can capitalize on that.
Right. And Jacoby Brissett, he's no slouch. He's a solid
former
quarterback.
Former Colt. So that's kind of interesting
as well. No slouch, but again,
I
can't see Indianapolis going 0-4. Coming into the season, I thought they're a playoff contender. I still think they have a chance. 0-3 as a whole.
That's just a tough.
0-4 is a really big hole. So
yeah, that's really tough. I don't think they go 0-4 this week, but I'll be surprised if they do. That will be a really surprising pick if they do. Washington, Atlanta. 2 teams that just really, very similar, but I think Atlanta has the downfall, I guess, if we're talking about that. I know people 55% is what the viewers think here in the Panhandle. I'm going to go with Washington.
Atlanta, that as far as sports go, might be the most unlucky city in America.
I know.
If they found a way to win this last week, somehow.
They did.
They typically find a way to lose.
Yeah.
And Washington, coming to the season, everyone's saying that's going to be one of the best defenses.
I know,
and so
it's
far,
interesting.
I've kind of thought they've been overrated. Chase Young in that attack. I'm going to kind of lean Washington as well. Heineke, he's been pretty good, back there for them. And I'm going to go with Washington as well.
Seattle and San Francisco, I got to say I like what San Francisco's been doing this year, and I really think that they can take down the Seattle team. Although this one, I could see this one being a major upset, though, too. I really could.
Both of these teams in the toughest division in the NFL this season, San Francisco, they look to be one of the most well put together teams. They've proven that so far. A tough, just purely off the magic of Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time this week. Are they at 2-1?
Yeah, but they did go up against Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay, so.
And that's correct. And I think there's only one other quarterback in the NFL who can produce that kind of magic.
Oh,
and he's the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson. I think this is one of those games. It's an afternoon game. One of those games where you're kind of waking up from that Sunday afternoon nap. And Russell Wilson is going to, pull off some kind of magic.
Ooh.
That's what I expect from this. It is going to be a crazy game. 2 weeks ago, I'm going with Seattle.
You're going with Seattle. See, I thought that you would pick that. I'm still going to go with San Francisco, though. I am just going to go. I like what I'm seeing.
That's a tough one for me.
I know. I just like what I'm seeing from the 49ers. I just think that they're going to find a way to pull it off. Arizona and the Rams. 3-0, 3-0. This one is so tough for me. But I do think I'm going to side with the viewers on this one with the Rams. I just do. I don't know. I just think that's one of the ones that's such a toss-up. Which one goes to 4-0?
The Rams are very much on my bad side this week. As you know, I'm a Buccaneers fan. They've kind of been our kryptonite last season, this year.
But they're a great team.
They're incredible.
You can't.
They're incredible. They probably have the best defense in the NFL. And then you bring in a quarterback that has just been hidden away up in Detroit his whole career. Hall of Fame, Matthew Stafford. He's getting things together. You got Kyler Murray over there. And he's just looking, like he's, again, just some sort of magic. That is a very tough one for me. You're going Rams?
I'm going Rams. I'm not going to go against them anymore. So
I'm going Kyler Murray. I think he comes into LA and I think they pull it off. I think both these teams are playoff teams and we could see them late in the year. But again, I gotta go with another pick from you. This is
just to
purely
go against me.
There's a good chance that might be the case, but I gotta go with Arizona. Just how I think the dice will roll this week.
Remember who's leading, Sam. So
I gotta be risky out here. We can't have all the same picks.
All right, next matchup: Pittsburgh and Green Bay. Honestly, I think that one on Green Bay's record shouldn't be there, honestly. I think that was not indicative of the rest of the season for Green Bay. I think this team is good, and Aaron Rodgers can pull off another win for them against Pittsburgh. I really do. Again, I'm going to go with a 95% there.
I'm right there with you. We're going to go flying through this. Pittsburgh has a great defense, but Ben Roethlisberger, as great as a Hall of Famer he is, winning Super Bowls, bringing in them for Pittsburgh, they're ready for him to go.
And they really are.
Right now playing as one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL.
We go from the best to the worst.
He is an all-time great, but not anymore. Green Bay in that one. This one is a no-brainer for me.
All right, sounds good. Baltimore and Denver. This one also a bit of a toss-up, but I don't know. I think I'm going to make Grace pretty happy, our weekend meteorologist, because I'm going to go with Baltimore for that one. I really am. They impressed me. Their kicking impressed me so much last week. I'm going with Baltimore.
Denver has looked very good so far this season, 3-0. But do you know who they've beat this year?
But against bad teams.
New York Giants, New York Jets, and Jacksonville?
Yes.
3-0-3 teams.
So
they are 3-0 against an 0-9 spread. And while I will say Denver is a solid team, they've really impressed me so far this season.
They have been impressive, but
Baltimore won off of magic this week. But
come on,
I like Baltimore.
They're going to come into this matchup on a high.
They're coming in. Justin Tucker, the second greatest kicker of all time.
The second greatest kicker.
Only behind Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, I think Baltimore comes in and wins this one. I think Broncos fans will be upset when they actually take on a team that
has 2 wins in their slot as opposed to 0.
Yeah, exactly. Las Vegas and the Chargers. I mean, another one that seems like it could go either way. Fans thinking the Chargers. I don't know if I agree with that though. I could see the Raiders pulling out a win over them.
Again, 2 teams that just have kind of figuring things out over there on the West Coast. I think that David Carr is one of the most underrated quarterbacks of this generation.
Yeah, definitely.
He has been in the top 10 in QBR in the past 5 seasons, and every single year something happens, whether it's injuries, whether it's And, John Gruden, whatever you think of him as a coach.
Yeah, but he knows what he's doing.
He really
does know what he's doing.
And this team, 3-0 right now, I think, already surprising people. This one's a toss-up.
Do I go with the Chargers just to go against you? Because I do.
Herbert looks pretty great.
Yeah.
I got him on my fantasy team. I'm hoping he does well, but.
Oh, he's on your fantasy. That's why you're hoping he does well.
Justin Herbert, but I think I stick with Vegas this week.
You're gonna say, See, now you're making me want to do. All right, I'll go with the Chargers just to mess with you. No, I'm changing it back. I'm sorry. Sorry, viewers. I'm going with my original gut. Got to go with your gut on some of these, right?
Oh, yes.
Some of these are a coin flip.
That's all it is. You never want to go with your heart. Not in pick'ems.
Just have to go with your gut. And our final game, this is actually our tiebreaker game, so that's why it's at the end of the list. If you can see it. Ooh. Are you going to go down to it?
Put 99-0, Tampa Bay.
Did you put 99-0? Is that what you said? Yeah, I think this one is pretty easy. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. I know they have a 2-1 record, but come on. I mean, this is a New England team. It's Tom Brady, the return of Tom Brady. They're hyping up this game so much in Vegas right now because Tom Brady is heading back to New England. But man, I just got to say, I think he's going to head back to New England and make some Patriots fans cry.
This could be a very emotional game for Tom Brady. Coming in, his legacy is in New England, and this could be a game where he could be flustered by all of that, but also
flustered.
I think Kyle Trask wins the game for Tampa Bay if he's in the lineup. I don't think that New England team is good at all this year. I'm sorry.
You're going with Trask being put in, and
he's not going in. I'm saying if Kyle Trask is at quarterback this week, Tampa Bay still wins. They're going to dominate.
Yeah, I think they're going to dominate. But so I guess we have to do the tiebreaker score as well. So what do you think? And I've got to say,
take a touchdown off of.
Okay. 42-17. I had it way lower. I was going to say 28-10.
Well, that's your call.
All right, I'm going to say it's way low. I don't know about 42.
Tampa Bay
seems a little
This
high.
is a good fantasy week for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just watch out.
All right, we're hearing it. I'm saying 28-10. I think they'll beat them by a lot, but I just don't think it'll be a super high scoring affair like you do. So.
To each their own.
Oh, to each their own, exactly. So if you guys have any of the same picks as us, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Obviously, we went against some of what our viewers picked this week and what the percentages wise were for our Panhandle viewers and players. And remember, you got to make those picks 5 minutes before each matchup starts. So if that is the Thursday night game, you've got to make it 5 minutes before that matchup starts. For those Sunday games and that Monday game, you can make those picks Friday or Saturday. Sometimes I don't even do them as early as this week. I actually go and change them before the game if I'm feeling, that wasn't how I felt, or something happens. I mean, injuries happen, things like that. Right. This game will account for that. So you can make those picks 5 minutes before the game starts. So make sure to make your picks for week 4 of the season. We'll do our pick 'em show every week so you can see what me and Sam are picking here in the studio. But for now, we'll see you guys next week for week 5.